I'm Lauren,
I'm Sophia.
And I'm TEYA.
and we're from the Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press. We're here with...
Erica.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Nice to see you, Erica.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You said that after high school, you knew that there was nothing else that you were meant to do compared to environmental science. How has knowing this affected your journey through your life?
It really designated which school I was going to end up going to in college, the major I chose, and also all of the activities that I decided to do outside of school. So I chose Colorado College not only because they had a fantastic environmental science department, but because they had a huge emphasis, kind of like the middle school, on getting outside, going on adventures, and really just experiencing the world that you're living in. It really wanted you to connect to the natural environment. And I think that's, there's no better way to care for the environment than to actually like enjoying it, yeah.
You applied to 16 colleges and decided on Colorado College. What made choosing Colorado College, as you said, the best decision of your life?
Oh my gosh, well, Colorado College is where I learned how to go mountain climbing and rock climbing. I got to hone in my skiing. That's where I was introduced to my love for bluegrass, so my outside of student life was enhanced tenfold as soon as I went there. But also, the school is strange in that you take one class at a time for 3.5 weeks rather than 4 classes for a semester, and you get to just focus in on that one subject and get really immersed in it. There's something about the way of learning that was, just changed the way I can process information and, I guess digest it all.
Thank you.
You volunteered in places like Chile and France. How has this affected different aspects of your life?
That was in a part of my life where I didn't really know where I was going next, and so I got to choose jobs that I never thought I would ever have the option of even attempting. So in France, I was working construction for an exotic cat breeder. In Chile, I was guiding trips up a volcano. I was nannying. I worked at bed and breakfasts. It was, a cool way to just get a taste of how other people live, and I think it kind of helps you connect with people a little bit better. So not only was I connecting with different cultures and languages, but with different styles of life and paths that you can take.
On LinkedIn, you say that you're looking for the one job that will set you on a desired path. How has SBMS fulfilled or not fulfilled that desire?
I don't remember writing that, but as soon as I was thinking about leaving Colorado and coming back to Santa Barbara Middle School was where I wanted to work. It aligned so much with my lifestyle in Colorado, and every step that I took between deciding to leave Colorado and where I am now was really just to end up here at the middle school. This is where I belong. I truly believe that. It felt right the moment I stepped onto campus, and I shadowed Vicky for a day like 4 years ago. I think maybe the students can feel that I belong here too. Sometimes it's a shock. This is my first year here, but this is like my fully realized teacher self. I can teach what I want to teach as long as it's connected to science in one way or another. The students can put in a lot of suggestions too, and we just go for it. And everyone's got such a great attitude, so it's like hardly work for me. It's just fun.
How have prior mountaineering trips affected your mentality towards the SBMS mountaineering trip?
I think for a lot of teachers, Santa Barbara Middle School can be a daunting thing because they might not have that level of comfort outside or with physical activities. So applying here, that was never something that was scary. It was something that I was excited for. I know that I can be a support for students who are having a bad time. I know that suffering together is often the best time to make those connections. And yeah, I think it just makes me comfortable. And if I'm comfortable, then the students that I'm around are going to be comfortable seeking advice or anything from me in those weird times of pain and misery. Yeah, so it's been an easy transition, I guess.
And do you have any tips for students going on the mountaineering trip?
My biggest tip, other than to stay dry, is realizing that when you're having a bad time, it's gonna pass, and that bad time is gonna end up being a hilarious story later on. So each of your experiences in that moment might not be how you leave the experience feeling. So yeah, you just gotta push through. I also heard we take lots of naps, so take naps.
Okay.
You grew up in Santa Barbara and developed a passion for traveling. What brought you back to work and live here?
It was really hard to leave Colorado. I loved that lifestyle. But I was living in a really, really tiny town that was going through some changes that didn't make me feel welcome there anymore. Yeah, I come from a mixed race background, and I was desiring more diversity. Santa Barbara itself might not seem like the most diverse place, but in comparison to Woodland Park, Colorado, my goodness, it's a haven. Also, my family's still here, and I was moving back around the time that COVID was starting to hit, and my family, my dad wasn't going through the best health situation, so part of Japanese culture is, your family raises you and takes care of you, but once you reach an age, you need to be the person that pays it forward and takes care of your family. And it felt right. I love them so much. They're just 10 minutes away, which is great, but it can also be annoying. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else at this time, because they're all there supporting each other. Yeah.
On the LinkedIn page, you said that you spoke Japanese and Spanish. Has interning in France made you learn French as well?
I tried so hard to learn French. What ended up happening with my Spanish and Japanese is that I know about the same amount of both. And because of that, my brain has a hard time figuring out if I'm speaking Japanese or Spanish. So it comes out as Spapanese. As soon as French was added into it, my gosh, it was just becoming even a bigger mix. But I did learn the basics, where is this? How can I get to this? How are you? My favorite word in any language is pamplemousse, which is grapefruit. Yeah, just
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, things here and there. Not very good at it, though.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.